Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Weazel News. We are your hosts, Sky Davis, Dick Dastardly, and Tiffany Tulips. Welcome back, everybody. Nice to have you here with us. How are we doing, guys?
Doing awesome, doing awesome. It seems like it's been a long time since we've been in the studio here.
It does feel like it. It really does. You're right, Dick.
Tiffany, how you doing this evening?
Doing pretty good. It's good to see you again there, Dick. We thought we lost you for a moment.
I know it's always nice to see Dick.
Well, I mean, I won't complain with that, but
Oh, Lord. Demonetized already.
That's Mr. Dastardly for those who don't know. My name is Dick Dastardly. Because Sky sometimes gets myself and Tiffany all kinds of twisted up.
Oh, Lord. Well, let's see. I know the weather got hot there for a minute, but it seemed to be some nice winds coming in from the east, making it a nice start to the week here.
That's right. We've had a few rain showers hitting here and there, a couple of thunderstorms. We get those what they call it, summertime waves that pop up summertime showers that just hit real hard and intense, and then they just start fizzling out once they drop the rain.
For sure.
That's
Um,
right.
yeah, and I know it's been quite the good, for the beach and the surfers have been having a good time out there. But a lot of stuff has happened this week in San Andreas.
That's right. I will cover a few things there, and then I'll let Miss Tiffany cover it, and then we can get back over to you, Sky, if you'd like us to do that for you. So, first of all, down in Davis, they had a deconstruction and a reconstruction crew going on down there. The Davis station got a new interior facelift to it. Interior facelift, uplift, facelift, yeah, facelift. All new interior inside of it. They now have a full blown press conference room. They have a gym, nice office space, some new firefighters. Uh, what's they call them? Firefighters' beds where they sleep at.
the
Bedrooms.
bunk beds.
Yes, the kind of bunk beds, but they have their own individual
Sleeping
beds.
quarters.
Sleeping quarters. That's what I'm trying to think of. Sleeping
There we
quarters.
go.
Yeah, sleeping
The
quarters.
room with all the bunk beds.
Sounds like we're talking about a children's camp or something.
Well, it's been a minute since we've been in here. I've kind of almost forgot how to do this. But yeah, they got a new sleeping quarters there in the Davis station, and kind of a slightly updated exterior, but it's looking pretty nice, and it flows much better than the previous station they had. But the big news is the Alberta fire station was torn down and completely rebuilt down there. They went from 3 bays to 6 full-size bays and a two-story station, which is, if you haven't been there to check it out, you really should check it out. They have a state-of-the-art dispatch center, offices for all the firefighters and the command staff. They have a reception area out front. They have a full use gym upstairs. Man, do you know they even got a pool table in the Airboro Fire Station?
I was about to say, it sounds like they're never going to leave that fire station.
That's what I have to wonder. The Airboro Fire Station is a very nice, very clean. It's a new Art Deco style fire station. I guess what you'd call it is a new technological marvel here within Los Santos area. Hopefully, it'll bring some good service to our citizens of our fair city.
Absolutely.
Yes, and within it, did you know they also got some new apparatus and a whole new paint scheme? They've changed from the traditional black and yellow they've ran to a black over white paint scheme on all the vehicles they have.
I had seen a lot of them around the city and up in Sandy and Polito lately, so they're definitely keeping busy with those new trucks, that new paint scheme.
That is absolutely correct. They bought a brand new state of the art tiller truck for those hard to reach fires here and there, and they're removing and replacing some of the older ladder trucks and some of the older apparatus they've got in stock. That's it's just being ran till it's ran so tired, and they've had nothing but issues with it and constant maintenance, and so they've decided to finally replace it with newer, updated apparatus.
That's good for them. They definitely could use it. You know what they say, drive it till the wheels fall off.
That's what some of them do. They drop till the wheels fall off, and sometimes they
Oh
keep
boy.
the shiny side down and the black side up, the rubber side up. There's one member that has a tendency to put the wheels up and the top down.
Yeah, they've had quite the experience. I still wonder how some of them passed evoc, but then again, other LEOs have the same issue sometimes. So, you know.
That's right. It's about time for EVOC recertification for everybody, I believe.
Oh boy,
You
look out,
alright?
Los Santos.
Looking out, looking out. Let's see. Tiffany, do you have anything you'd like to cover for this week?
Let's see. Saturday we were up or I believe there was a lot of action up in the Tongva Hills, Banham Canyon area. I remember hearing about an individual, actually a few individuals who were doing a drug deal up there, and it sounds like things went kind of haywire when one of the individuals ended up falling down a hill and nearly got run over by a police car.
Oh
Wait a minute.
Lord.
Ran over by a police car?
Yeah, I believe the officers were trying to follow him down the hill in their squad vehicles, and it seems like this gentleman tripped and was rolling down the hill, and they went a little bit too fast. And I'm not sure if they quite. I think they ran him over enough to hurt his legs, from what I understand. He was complaining of broken legs,
Oh my.
so he was
Wow.
taken to the nearest hospital, and it seems to be recovering just fine. He wasn't killed, thankfully, but he definitely was not too happy with those officers.
Oh goodness. And I believe that was the second attempt that they had at that location at the winery. There were multiple deals that tried to go down that evening. First attempt kind of failed, and then they had the second one. So, some ballsy individuals.
That's right. What? I think he came out on a better end of that deal, taking a chance with law enforcement because, those mountain lions up there, they really don't back off. Once they smell blood, they're on that trail till they catch her wherever they're after.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Definitely. Um, let's see. I know we kind of talked about the fire station. I know a few other places in the city have gotten some updates, and we're really excited and looking forward to what comes from that. Um, I also heard that there was a accident, I think, in the hills the other in the evening too. Am I right about that? Maybe.
Semi truck there, Tiffany? Maybe a semi truck or a
Yeah.
tanker truck?
That's what I heard. There was a tanker truck that, from what I understand, was involved in an accident with someone else and ended up underneath the bridge. The driver, I believe, if I remember, was pinned inside the vehicle. He couldn't get out on his own, and he did sustain some injuries. Thankfully, I believe he's going to recover fine. But quite interesting for Tow to have to recover that truck underneath a bridge. That's definitely not going to be an easy process.
I wonder if Mosley should look at investing one of those nice new rotators, It probably would make that recovery so much easier than
Yeah.
trying to use old flatbeds and winches.
And I know it was reported that that accident actually occurred because of a road rage incident where a cavalcade cut off the truck and then the truck fell into the ditch. I believe that two people were cited and released.
At least everybody walked away. Being a tanker truck, it could have been so much worse. It could have been a fuel leak, hazardous materials, could have been a full blown fire or the explosion, and then damage our precious vineyards up there in the Tonga Valley. That's where we get all of our wine and our whiskey from in that area.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I'm a whiskey kind of man there, so I'd be heartbroken if I lost my whiskey.
Speaking of Tennessee whiskey, what music has everybody been listening to?
I'm still kind of hooked on the new age covers. I've been listening to that Slate of Mine, and then no.
Oh boy, are we looking at a possible album release there?
Oh no, I said I'm listening, not singing, not playing. I'm listening. Dick Dasher doesn't
I don't know,
sing.
and you might have to talk to little Dickie before you do that.
May have to, have to get clear of Little Dick, Little Dick, Big Dick, We got that might be a new band name. I like that band name. Hang on.
I was gonna say you might want to go with that.
I'm gonna copyright that
Big
right
Dick.
now.
Oh Lord, oh Lord. Let's see what else we got coming up. I'm really drawing a blank tonight.
It's okay. It's been a while since we've been here in the newsroom there, Sky. All three of us together, so it's easy to draw a blank like that. I do know there was some new structures erected up there in Polito. There was a new structure erected in Sandy and a new structure erected in Harmony. I believe it may, from what rumor says, rumor tells me, may have something to do with our motorcycle clubs that's been, hanging out in our area, helping out with fundraisers and helping out all those sick children with the Make a Dish Foundation.
I love that making dishes.
Right, yeah. Hey, I love making dishes and cooking for them kids. That has those special needs and all that. So I'm happy to see the motorcycle clubs are upgrading and cleaning up their act and keeping their act clean, and helping out with those in need.
Yeah, from what I hear, the structure in Polino, Farmer Al, was selling part of their land, and that's how they, picked it up and decided to build on it, right down the street from their, the bike shop. So it's nice to see, different, locations having, new, nice, pretty buildings.
It really is, and from what I hear, there's some of the some state of the art clubhouses possibly. That's just rumor, and I don't know how well the motorcycle clubs might be about trying to give tours for them, but because a lot of times those clubhouses are private houses, but sometimes they do have open houses here and there to show off their prides and joys like that.
Well, and I did hear that the Reapers Clubhouse out in Sandy burned down unexpectedly.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, there's a large fire at their boathouse clubhouse that I understand, and unfortunately, it was a total loss. There was nothing they could do to recover the damages or save the
Oh
building,
my
so
goodness.
they had to rebuild a brand new clubhouse right down the road, actually, from where their old one was. But from what I can tell from the outside, it looks pretty dang cool.
Wow. I'm glad there were no casualties in that. That's scary.
Yeah, thankfully, no one was hurt.
Maybe a couple of coyotes and seagulls was probably about it, but because that's about all that hangs out in that area of Sandy Shores. That's not the best area.
Or those crackheads, but thankfully they weren't anywhere in the area, so.
That's right.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. Do you have any businesses you want to highlight?
Let's see, businesses. We haven't hit on the pizza place down across from Bob's Balls Bowling Alley. The pizza place is. I stopped in there the other day. They have some awesome Italian foods. They have some very nice fettuccine Alfredo, spaghetti, and some even a pepperoni pizza. It's really good. They had that cupped pepperoni, that crispy cupped pepperoni on your pizza. That's that good stuff. It's not that cheap, flat stuff. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Sky. That's that good pepperoni.
You're making me hungry now.
And I gotta say, I do love their chicken parm. So good.
Oh yes, a chicken parm. If you dump that on top of your head, your tongue will beat its way through your brain to get to that.
Oh Lord.
We should use that footage for our next short video on BoobTube.
Well, that was
middle
a
pictures just
that was a image in my head.
That's all I'm going to be thinking about all week now.
But that's how good that chicken parm really is down there at
So good, your head will
the
explode.
so good your head explode, your tongue will be licking up the parts.
Oh, Lord.
Thank God.
He's been away from the studio
I've
too
been
long, ladies and
way,
gentlemen.
way too long. I got so much pinned up fun.
Oh boy, he's getting out the bongos.
Donga donga.
Winkos.
Let's see what else. And we got some new players or new community members and new roles. A lot of good stuff happening.
That's right. We have had some major updates and changes and all kinds of add-ons to our community here lately. Uh, we've had some new player coordinators added. We've had some new moderators added. We've had some new awesome players come in and been giving us some awesome RP scenes. We've got, let's see what else we got. We got some new scripts to play with, so we're hoping that brings a whole new twist to some of the scenes you'll be seeing out here these days.
Speaking of, did you guys hear about the skeletons that they found, I guess, in a trunk or something, maybe the other night?
I did hear about that. It was in the Zancudo River out there. Said he found
Yeah,
some
I guess there was a
skeletons.
car submerged in the water and it had two skeletal bodies in it. Crazy.
That is crazy. Hopefully they got it on down. Well, what was left of them down to the coroner's office, and they was able to, or will able to be able to identify the subjects that the skeletal remains belong to.
Able to, will be able to.
One or the other, something's gonna happen one way or another there, Sky.
It will, it will. Let's see, I was gonna say something and I don't know what I was gonna say. How convenient. Let's see.
Yeah.
I also heard that there was I guess they found an abandoned car, in one of the, canyons, and it turned out to be somebody was taking a time lapse on the bridge, at night. So, just as a reminder, our community, always have, lights on, obviously, a flashlight or lights on your car, or just something to be known in the area.
Yeah, be safer, because some of those canyon roads that there are fairly narrow, and sometimes folks do like to do their little mountain runs through these canyons with their cars drifting around the curves, and you'd hate for them to hit your vehicle and knock it off into one of them gullies.
Dear Lord, that's for sure.
I do remember supposedly there was a subject out there across from Fort Zancudo who claimed he saw aliens.
Oh, I think I did hear about that myself too.
Yeah, aliens. He said he had heard from Billy McIntyre. Billy McIntyre was his friend, and said Billy McIntyre told him that Fort Zancudo was hiding aliens.
Oh Lord.
Right. And he said he said he had a pair of $20,000 binoculars to watch across the river into Fort Zancudo, and supposedly he swore he saw 4 or 5 aliens walking around, and some of them were pregnant, like they had babies coming. So, hey, be on the lookout, Los Santos. There might be some aliens just walking around hanging out with you now in the city.
$20,000 binoculars. That's pretty expensive. What are they from? Like the 1700s?
He said he got them off at Boobazon buying app and all that.
Why does everything in this city start with boob?
Well, you know how folks are these days. They like boobs.
Sounds like a scam to me.
That's what it sounded like. I don't see me paying $20,000 for a pair of binoculars anywhere.
No, you can go to one of the nearest convenience stores and get one for a lot cheaper than that.
Ain't that the truth?
But pregnant aliens, okay, well, hopefully he's doing a lot better. And was this the same gentleman, by the way? I heard Billy was in Mirror Park one day looking for shark eggs with a gentleman. Was this perhaps the same gentleman hanging out with Billy looking for shark eggs?
I'm not sure. We all know how Billy is. Billy gets these wild, crazy ideas going, and they start spreading like wildfire sometimes. He may have put the idea in his
Like
gentleman's
an
head.
ember fire.
Yeah, like those old ember fires that pop up randomly around all over the city and the county all the time.
I
They
wonder
have it.
I wonder if Billy has one of those like secret like groups that meet like on a Tuesday night or something and they get together and talk about conspiracy theories or something.
Maybe like the Kiflon group.
Fun.
Could be.
I wonder if they meet up there at the old uh, Sky Trolley station at top of Mount
I
Gordo.
I wouldn't be surprised to be honest.
It's a very good place. I may have to hang out and kind of hide in the shadows, see if show it down there.
Just be careful if you're gonna play your bongos out there.
Oh no, bongos attract mountain lions. We don't want that.
No, we do not.
Dick Dash doors can have all legs and hands attached.
Hey, did anybody hear about, I guess, Bacardi C, who I guess she had a concert out on Cayo Perico, and a fan threw a drink at her, and she threw the microphone back at them. And honestly, I say power to her, to Bacardi C. I mean, stand your ground. I mean, people claim that they're, fans, and then they're out here throwing drinks at you. So, I mean, people are crazy these days.
Right, you know what goes on in Kyle Perico anyway. There's a lot of drinking and carrying on and having way too much fun out there. I can't believe I just said way too much fun. But yeah, way too much fun out there on Kyle Perico. So yeah, sometimes they kind of get out of hand out on Kyle with all that fun they be having. So yeah, good job for Bacardi C standing up for herself on that one.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And I love, I mean, and I don't, mean to criticize our other media outlets, but, media outlets are like, a fan of hers threw a drink at her. I'm like, you are someone who's in the crowd with fans. You are not a fan of them if you're throwing your beverage.
Exactly. You're an assaulter. Assaulter would a Sprite.
Especially without an alcoholic beverage. That stuff is valuable.
Right. That's too close to alcohol abuse there.
Definitely, definitely. And another little quick story for us as a little, kind of joy to end your, I guess, I don't know what I was gonna say. I was gonna say end your day, but that doesn't make sense. But I'm gonna, so we all know the Lilo and I guess Lilo and Stitch movie. There was a young set of twins out in, I think, the Vinewood area, and they were watching the movie for the first, or the show for the first time, and both of them loved the idea of family and how it related to their family. So they burst into tears while watching it, and I thought it was the cutest thing ever.
Aww.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Right? That's adorable. That's adorable. We love to see that. But I think that might do it for us tonight, guys. I don't know what else we have going on. I know we have a few things upcoming. I can't believe we're already almost into August already. Crazy how time flies.
Well, Scott, we do have that one big announcement, that I don't know if you want to make, or if you want Tiffany to make it, or I can make it, or we can all kind of just make it and piggyback off each other.
We can all make it together. I mean, let's do it. What is happening tomorrow night, guys? Fill the community in. Whoever wants to take it away.
Tomorrow night. So, for the community, those of us watching us now, there has been we'll say a slight change to the streamers on Tuesdays and Saturdays for community night. It is an exciting change coming up. From all the community streamers, moderators, and admins, they made a change where you will now see multiple views of all the approved streamers of community nights now starting on August the 1st.
Dun dun dun!
So what that means is you could potentially have upwards of, I think, 10, that's right, 10 different views of a community night, anywhere from law enforcement to fire rescue to tow to civilians to a pilot's point of view, you name it. You have potential to have 10 different points of view. So you can have a potential of having 10 hours of potential footage to watch. How exciting can that be?
Woohoo!
Heck
Very,
yeah.
very, very exciting. Lots of good, great stuff going on there. Can't wait to see it.
That's right. So this was something anticipated. It's a experimental thing here on the Kuffs RP server.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is truly excited, and we're hoping that you will join the streamers from the Cuffs RP server. If you don't follow us, go to our Discord and you can follow us in the Cuffs streaming channels and find out who's streaming, when they're streaming, and what point of view they might be streaming. Uh, some folks may even pop off randomly and not even announce their streams for community nights. They may just get home and say, you know what, I think I'm going to stream tonight. So keep your eyes out and make sure you check those subscribe buttons and follow all them wonderful streamers out there to give them all the love and see where their points of view take you.
That is very exciting, and who knows? We might see more news now from us here at Weazel News. So exciting! Definitely might see more of our viewpoints from Weazel as well, which will be exciting and good time.
Could be two of us in a helicopter. You never know.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Alright, well, I think that's it for us tonight, and I do want to say one more, congratulations. As you guys know, Buddha Rocks will always be a part of the Cuffs community at heart, but I do want to say congratulations to Jamie H., who is now part of the Cuffs crew with Onyx, Rye, and Ace. So congratulations to Jamie. He's awesome and devoted so much time in the community, and I think it's a very well-deserved role that he partakes in now in the Cuffs community. So, claps all around. Yes, claps all around.
Absolutely.
But I think that is going to do it for us tonight, unless I'm
left there, Scott. Don't forget about
yes. No, I feel bad.
There's a lot that's happening in the last week. New coordinators promoted and all that.
Yes. Now, we also have Megan DJ, who is now a moderator on the Cuffs channel or the Cuffs community, and will be helping out with new players as well as Bleed and Chris Craft Gaming. I can't believe I said that right. I always say it wrong. I did it. Woohoo! But there will also be a new player coordinator. So congratulations, welcome to all the community members, and my apologies, Megan. I didn't mean to not include you there.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
But I think that is going to do it for us tonight. My name is Sky, and this is Dick Dastardly, Tiffany Tulips, and you everyone have a great night, and we will see you tomorrow at 8 Central, 9 Eastern for Cuffs Community Night, and we will see you all on the next one. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Night all.
Weazel. 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 You don't really wanna miss Weazel news. We keep the city on they P's and they Q's, cause they know we pull up with them cameras and shoot. We tell the truth so you don't get confused. You don't really wanna miss Weazel news. We keep the city on they P's and Q's, cause they know we pull up with them cameras and shoot. We tell the truth so you don't get confused. Hey, hey. Shout out to my boss, Baron. You know that man make it happen. He got a foot up in the damn door, and now the whole team taking action. We got pictures on whether you can chat with Cheddar. Hit me for your music needs, who gon' do it better? And you can catch Travis on the Rash Report, or catch me going live with the facts from the source. Ari is a newswoman, plus you with the force. Man, the whole Weazel staff, we on top, check the score. Editors, producers all going hard. Don't make us pull up with them cameras in your front yard. We